people. I'm Hazel.
And I'm Joy.
And we are live from New York.
Headed on a New York City food tour. Come follow us.
Today we are in Manhattan, Zuccotti Park.
This is our first stop to find authentic New York City food.
Let's do it. I got a New York style falafel sandwich. I don't know what's in here because he was just slapping anything in there, but I know it's got falafel, hummus, lettuce, maybe some tomatoes.
Have a New York hot dog with onions, relish, ketchup, and mustard.
Lovely.
I would give this a 4. I'm actually gonna give it a 2 because it's an eyelash. So, a 2.5.
I would rate this 6.5, 7 out of 10. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of flavors. It's got eggplant in here, which I'm not a fan of. So I picked it out. I put it on the side. But other than that, and the fact that the hummus is just a little juicy for me, it's pretty good. Is that hair? I'm just playing.
We're outside of Joe's Pizza, established in 1975, one of the most iconic pizza spots in New York City.
Not only is it iconic for its huge slices, but Peter Parker himself, aka Spider-Man, he used to work here before he was wrongfully terminated. But despite that, we're gonna try this pizza and see if it is as iconic as they say it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's something about this girl, man. From around my way. Ever try to hold back your feelings?
I got the caprese.
And I got the spinach Alfredo.
We've taken a few bites, as you can see, but I really like it. I feel like the crust is thin, it's crispy, but it's not burnt.
Like cheesy, garlicky flavor.
You know, the real New Yorkers, they be saying they fold it in half. Cheers! But if you had to rate it,
I knew that was coming.
if you had to rate it,
8 out of 10.
that's a good one. Me too. I feel like the ambiance is very New York in here. Like, it's very tight, it's smushed, it's shoulder to shoulder. You gotta fight for a seat, but that's part of the experience. What?
Normally. Like, choose white over black. I ain't want to say that on camera, but...
Well, you're caught because I'm still recording.
Oh.
You ready for this movie? Michael, we coming for you. Okay, Mom, what made you want to come to New York in the first place? What's so special about New York City?
Lights, camera, action, buildings, people, smells, the food, the bodegas, all of it. Everything. Get this part, but the crime.
Oh, I thought you was going to say, but the smell.
But the the smell roll with the smell, and this is red. This one.
Solo, no mojo, I bounce back, no cocoa, unhappy, no homo, new brand.
Can't come to New York City without hitting up a Brooklyn bodega and getting a chopped cheese. I have a chopped cheese, lettuce, tomato, mayo. The difference between chopped cheese and chopped steak is the meat. So chopped cheese is like a chopped beef burger with all the toppings, and a cheese steak is like a chopped steak. I would rate this a 7.5. 7.5. I think you could use a little more salt and pepper, just a little more seasoning. But the beef is tender. It's melts in your mouth, super juicy. 7.5. I mess with it.
Solo, no mojo, I bounce back, no cocoa. Unhappy, no homo. New brand, no logos. Money on my juggler, natural hustler. Think I need a smuggler up in Russia. It could be the butler, shine my cutler. Shout out to Oyenda, that's the guzzler. Okay, next thing. My life is a wet dream. I call it a sex scene. The bag is a nice tease. I tried the S-Suite. My life is an X-ray. I'm sorry, it's
I couldn't review them inside because I felt bad. But if I had to rate that place, 5 out of 10. And that's a weak 5 at that. The teriyaki, it was pretty good. Okay, the tofu, it had some seasoning. But everything else, a mess. Fried rice, no flavor. Vegetables, no flavor. It was just disappointing. But that's all right, because I left feeling full, and that's all I could really ask for, I guess.
In New York City, everyone knows the Breakfast of Champions is a great bagel.
That's why we're in Lower Manhattan outside of Leon's Bagels, ready to see what this New York City bagel scene is all about.
Follow us.
We've secured the goods. Let's see what it's all about. I don't know whose is whose, but I guess we'll see. Ah!
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
What is on yours?
That's that chili. I got an everything egg and cheese bagel with some chili crisps.
And I have an egg and cheese on my cinnamon raisin bagel.
I see why they be tearing these up. As a vegetarian, I was a little nervous because sometimes eggs freak me out. Like, if they're not cooked the right way, I'm gonna throw up. But this is perfect. It's like fluffy. You know, it's kind of like an omelet on the sandwich. Like, something about it. And then the chili crisp, I thought it was gonna take it up there as far as heat. Like, I thought I was gonna be, but it's like a subtle heat. It's just like a little hint. I like that. 9 out of 10. I'm tearing it up. Like, I think I'll eat the whole thing. No crumbs.
As far as my rating goes, the egg and the cheese, the proportion size to the bagel, and the ratio is perfect. Spot on. It's very flavorful. It's very buttery and juicy.
Oh, yeah.
I would rate it a 9 also. I think that this would be the perfect 10 if they had more options or if they advertised more combinations to give you. This would be a 10 out of 10.
There's so many people there, too. You feel a little rushed because it's a walk-up. Like, I thought there was going to be a place to sit, you know, maybe some outdoor seating even, but I forget it's New York. So everywhere is tight and cramped. And then you got to stand outside. Don't go here on a cold day. That's all I got to say. Thankfully, it feels good outside because it did take about 10-15 minutes to get this sandwich.
15, 20.
15, 20 minutes. I was being nice. But it is worth the wait once you finally get it. Shout out to Leon's.
This is everyday people approved.
What is your favorite thing about New York?
The smell. I'm just playing. I like all of the diversity here. Like, I feel like I've heard every language and seen every type of people throughout all of our walks, all on the subway. Like, it really is a melting pot.
What is the most New York experience you've had since you've been here?
The most New York experience, I feel like dressing up. You know, like having the fashion, having the style, getting on the subway and being cramped everywhere. I feel like that's just the quintessential New York experience, is putting on a nice fit just to be shoved up against a bunch of strangers. It's New York.
Grand opening, grand close.
The original plan was to go to Blank Street Coffee, but once we saw the entrance, we saw the vibe in there,
Yeah, we wasn't feeling that.
at all. Now we're headed to Birch Coffee.
So I got the blackberry latte with oat milk. I would rate it a 10 out of 10. The blackberry was rich and deep and sweet, but it had this tangy, tart, fruity flavor, all the while tasting like an awesome latte.
Wow.
10 out of 10.
Wow, I should have tried yours.
It ain't too late.
She slurped it down. No, I'm just playing. Whoa.
I told you it's like that cherry Valentine's Day
That is too
chocolate.
good, yes.
Wine.
Oh my gosh. And this is a coffee drinker. Like, she low-key didn't even want to come to a coffee shop out of risk of it not being good. So, oh my gosh, that was good though. That was kind of crazy. Now I wish I would have got it.
I'm sure yours is delicious.
It's pretty good. I got the blackberry matcha. Usually I don't like matcha. I feel like it's gross, it's nasty. I wanted to get into it because the color, obviously, like it's just a cutesy little drink. But it always tastes grassy, bitter, off, like, but this one is good. This one I'm like, I would rate it an 8 out of 10. 8.5, only because it's matcha and I'm not a matcha person. But if you are a matcha person, I feel like it would give it 10. Yeah, I still like the atmosphere of this place though. Like, our guy was so friendly. The barista who made it, he said if we didn't like it, he would remake it. Cause we were nervous about that blackberry. And then it's just, I don't know, it's real calm in here, cool, lots of plant life. I like the black and white aesthetic. And they're all about love, you know, they're all about making you feel welcome. Even the sign when we walked in.
Birch Coffee loves you.
Birch Coffee loves you. Like,
And we
that's
felt
so
that.
sweet. Exactly.
I've been craving ice cream the second I got to New York.
So once we saw this little pink ice cream truck outside of Central Park, it was over for.
Over.
I know it's New York, but $6 for a cone, $12 for a sundae, they not right.
Worth every penny. We're at our last stop of the night, the High-Key Rainforest Rooftop, and the view is amazing. And the drinks,
Even better.
yes, I had a strawberry margarita on the rocks.
And I had a coconut mango mojito. And I mean, presentation alone, look at this. So cute. And this one is regular.
good.
It's good. That's what
It's
matters.
classy.
Exactly.
Classic.
Elegant.
I'm gonna go ahead and rate it. What would you rate your drink?
Ooh. I've never had a twist on a mojito before, so the fact that it had coconut and mango, I feel like it really went with the rainforest theme, and I love a good theme. So I'll rate it a strong 8.5. It's really good. It's really good. It's not as like refreshing as a regular mojito would be. You know, when you're in the summertime, it feels crisp and minty. But for what it is, I like it.
I would give my strawberry margarita a 7.5. I think it's an appropriate amount
good.
of alcohol, not overpowering, not too little, not watery. So, yeah, I give it a 7.5. It would have gotten an 8 if I would have had salt in the milk.
Ooh, because she didn't even get the option.
I didn't get the option, so that would have given them an 8. But because I was never asked, didn't get the option, 7.5. All right.
Cheers.
Dreams all looking pretty. One hand in the air for the big city. Street lights, big dreams all looking pretty. One hand in the air for the big city. Street lights, big dreams all looking pretty. One hand.
All right, everyday people. We're headed to the subway and then to the airport.
this concludes our New York trip. But I can tell you this, leaving this city, I love New York has a completely different meaning to me.
Absolutely. Until next time.